You know, the 18,000 Slok Bhagavad, it first manifested as 4 verses. These 4 verses were spoken by Narayan in the heart of Brahma. The story goes like this: in the beginning of creation, from Vishnu's navel, the lotus blossomed, and on that Brahma was born. And Brahma just saw an ocean around him. He didn't know what I am, what am I supposed to do, where am I? So then he heard the sound waves of the ocean going tapa, tapa, tapa. Tapa means perform austerity, so he engaged in austerity. And at the end of it, he had this revelation. The Lord manifested, and he gave him the 4 verses on the basis of which Brahma created all of this world. He says, Brahmaji, when this creation did not exist, I alone existed. Whatever is manifest in the form of creation is my veritable form. Where creation ceases to exist, I alone am there. When creation will not remain at the time of Mahapralaya dissolution, I alone will exist. There is nothing apart from me. So this is the unity of everything with God.
Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 4, verse chanting is followed by translation and commentary by Swami Mukundananda.
Brahmarpanam Brahma Havihi Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina.
For those who are completely absorbed in God consciousness, the oblation is Brahman, the ladle with which it is offered is Brahman, the act of offering is Brahman, and the sacrificial fire is also Brahman. Such persons who view everything as God easily attain Him.
Such saints develop a divine vision. We all know there is one God, there is the soul, and there is the material energy Maya from which the objects of the world have been made. Now, different philosophers have had their take on how to view the world. As per Shankaracharya, the world is mithya. It is non-existent. Why? Because he was intent on establishing Advaita, non-duality. So his non-duality required the absence of a dual entity. If he accepted there is God and there is also Maya, there would be duality. So Shankaracharya said Maya is mere illusion. It is not actually existent, it is a mere illusion. Until you are God realized, Shankaracharya said, you will experience the world. And once you are God realized, the world will cease to exist. But the Vaishnava Acharyas, they did not accept this theory. They said, according to the Vedas, God is all pervading in this world. Sab ghat mera saiya, khali ghat nahi koya, balihari va ghat ki ja ghat par ghat hoya. God is everywhere. So if He is everywhere, then how can you say this world is an illusion? He is residing in every atom of His creation. And the Vedic culture has got the story of Nrisingh Bhagavan. God took avatar from the pillar of a palace. He showed, I am even in the stone pillar. There is no place where I don't reside. And hence, when Ram, he went to Maharshi Valmiki, he offered his pranam and said, Gurudev, I have 14 years to spend in the forest. Can you please guide me what would be a good place to stay? Valmiki said, Ram, who can understand your leelas? You are all knowing and you are asking me for advice. You are saying, where should I reside in this forest? I will definitely answer your question. But before that, you answer my question. Where in this forest do you not reside? पूछे मोहि कि रहा कहाँ, मैं पूछत सकुचाऊं, जहाँ न हो तह देहु के ही, तुम ही दिखावो ठाऊं. You are the all-powerful God, O Ram. You are sitting in everybody's hearts, O Ram. And you exist in every atom of your creation. So you tell me which place in this forest is devoid of you. Then I'll tell you that, okay, now you reside in this place. There is this competition, of couplets that took place between some very famous Urdu poets in Indian history. It was started off by Mirza Ghalib when he said, पीने दे साकी मस्जिद में शराब, या वो जगह बता जहां खुदा न हो. He said, let me drink in the masjid, otherwise tell me that place where there is no khuda. Why are you banning me from drinking in the masjid? So after Mirza Ghalib came another great Urdu poet, Allama Iqbal. He countered Mirza Ghalib. He said, masjid खुदा का घर है, शराब पीने की जगह नहीं. काफिर के दिल में जा, वहां खुदा नहीं. Say, masjid is the house of Khuda, not a place to drink. You go to the heart of the kafir, the atheist. There is no Khuda there. And then he was followed by Faraz, the third poet. So Faraz answered, he countered Allama Iqbal. He said, काफिर के दिल से आया हूं मैं यह देखकर फराज, खुदा वहां मौजूद है पर उसे पता नहीं. I have gone to the heart of the atheist and checked it out. Khuda is there as well, but he doesn't know. So the Vedas say God is everywhere. So this world, the Vaishnava Acharya said, is not mithya. It is the energy of God. And we souls are also the energy of God. Now the energy has its unity with the energetic. Like if there's a fire burning, its energies are the heat and the light. This heat and light are one with the fire. Because the energy and energetic have that unity amongst them. But they are also different from the fire. You can relish the heat, but that doesn't mean you'll go and sit down in the fire. So the fire is the fire and the heat is the heat. Likewise, the supreme energetic is God. He has this material energy from which the world is made, which is not different from Him, and hence one with Him. And we souls, we are also His energy, and hence we also have our oneness with Him. Doesn't mean we are God, but we are still one with Him. So, this all of creation is pervaded by the energies of God. The Narad Pancharatra states, Ekadesha sthitasyagnir jyotsna vistarani yatha parasya brahmana shaktis tathedam akhilan jagat. Like the one sun pervades the entire 8 planetary solar system by its energies. Similarly, the one supreme divine entity, by his infinite energies, pervades all of creation. So, this creation is one with God. That is also right. Hence, the Bhagavatam says, Ahameva samevagre nanyadyat sadasat param paschadaham yadetacha yova shishyeta sosmyaham. This is the first verse of the Chatushloki Bhagavat. You know, the 18,000 word Shlok Bhagavat, it first manifested as 4 verses. These 4 verses were spoken by Narayan in the heart of Brahma. The story goes like this: in the beginning of creation, from Vishnu's navel the lotus blossomed, and on that Brahma was born. And Brahma just saw an ocean around him. He didn't know what I am, what am I supposed to do, where am I? So then he heard the sound waves of the ocean going tapa, tapa, tapa. Tapa means perform austerities, so he engaged in austerities. And at the end of it, he had this revelation. The Lord manifested, and he gave him the 4 verses on the basis of which Brahma created all of this world. So the first of the 4 verses was this one. Ahameva samevagre nanyadyat sadasat param paschadaham yadetacha yova shishyeta sosmyam. He says, Brahmaji, everything that exists in creation is a manifestation of me. Where creation ceases to exist, now become a little philosophic. Where creation ceases to exist, then what exists? The Lord says, I alone exist. When there was no creation, I alone existed. When creation will be dissolved, I alone will remain. There is nothing apart from me. Okay, Brahmaji, you have understood? Go ahead and create. So this is the unity of everything with God. Now, people look on the world in different levels of consciousness. There is the bhogi consciousness. These are all objects for my proprietorship and enjoyment. And then there is a higher consciousness, that everybody is respect worthy. Everybody is divine and worthy of respect. And then there is a higher consciousness where you see God sitting in everyone. So the saint sees God is in so and so, God is in so and so, God is in so and so. Hanumanji is saying, right? Siya Ramamay Sabajagajani. Now, the higher consciousness, everyone is a part of God. And the highest consciousness, Mahabhagavat consciousness, those who are at the Mahabhagavat stage, they actually see God in everyone. So what Hanumanji is saying is that I am seeing Sitaram in everyone. So Sarva Bhuteshu Yah Pashyed Bhagavad Bhavamatmana Bhutani Bhagavatyatmanyesha Bhagavatottama. Bhagavatottam will see the whole world as divine. But such a person can never preach. If he's seeing as divine, he can't give lectures to God. So even the Mahabhagavats, they come down a little in case they wish to preach. That is why in the Bhagavatam, Vedavyas was a Hans and Shukadev was a Paramahans. Paramahans is one who sees God everywhere. And Hans is one who sees that this is Maya and this is God, and I will grasp God and leave out Maya. Just like the swan has this ability, in front of the swan you mix water and milk. The swan will drink the milk and leave the water. How does the swan do that? I don't know, you ask the swan, but it does it. So likewise, these saints, they grasp God and leave out the Maya. And the highest level of saints, they only see God. So that consciousness is what he's saying. But then he says, not everybody is at that consciousness. And so people will engage in different levels of sacrifice, which he is going to describe next.